I remember not too long ago, in fact, that I saw a video on YouTube where this little girl was in the back seat of the car when her parents are up front, and she was crying. She was very just disheartened and just very distraught. And they were like, "What's going on? What's the matter?" And she just said it straight out. She says, "I don't want to get older. I don't want to get bigger. I don't want to get grown up. I don't want to be like you guys." And they were like, "Why not?" And she said it straight out. And man, did it ring home with me, man. She says, being an adult is a prison sentence. And I'm like, holy God. I mean, Art Linkletter said it best. Children say the damnedest things, but the reason is they don't have that social conditioning that causes them to have that filter that you lie about things. You know what a Freudian slip really is? That's how you really feel. See, it's your social conditioning that creates that barrier that prevents you from speaking your truth. And that's why they say Freudian slip, because your mind doesn't have time to process that barrier yet. It's actually how you feel that just slips right out. And she spoke truth. I mean, that's the way it is by design. So that's why it's, the way it is, where people are so unhappy and disconnected and, despondent and comatose and catatonic and just out of it. You don't see people smiling because it's the way they make it. Like when you're 5 years old, you could be on the playground all day, not a care in the world. But when you're 25, hey, it's time to go to work and pay your bills and, taxes, and you have responsibilities, commitments, and obligations to yourself and to your family. You got to pay your mortgage and your bills and and it's like that just robs the fun out of it. That's why it pays to be a millionaire at like 11. This way you're set for life. You don't have to deal with this stuff. But how many people can say that, listen, I've got, millions of dollars at the age of 11? There aren't too many. That's why they want to keep TikTok going, because that's a big source of revenue for them. But anyway, this video seems a little awkward. Just want to bring it up. I mean, that little girl was like, she spoke truth, She spoke truth. That's why it's, exceedingly harder and harder for people to try and make it these days. I come across people who have like 3, 4, 5 incomes and they're still struggling. Paycheck to paycheck. Can't pay their rent, can't pay their bills, and, basically borderline homeless. And it's, they're going to keep this inflation going for as long as possible. This is all artificial. When you have cost of living increase, recession, depression, economic collapse, inflation, all of it's artificially induced. Just, that's why they give you 2 steps forward to making you think you're progressing in life, and then they'll take those 2 steps back, and then they'll force you to go 37 steps even back farther. And then when the economy does come around again, they allow you to move 4 or 5 steps, and you're thinking, hey, everything's gone great again. No, it's not. You're actually never moving forward. You're always going back. These things are in cycles. I'd have to look up when the last inflation was. It comes in cycles. It's like I think every 6 years or 8 years or something like this they do it. I know when President Carter was in office, they had a big one. And then I think it was the father Bush. There was a massive recession. That went on for like years. That was on for, he was a 2-term president. So I remember at least lasting almost 6 years, almost both of his terms. And now again, they do it to you constantly. They don't want you to get that cheese in the maze, man, because it doesn't exist. It's just the fragrance of cheese. There's actually no cheese to be gotten. So that's basically what it is. But anyway, I'm going to be taking my channel in a different direction other than videos like this. I just wanted to bring it to your attention, to say that you're not crazy. It's not in your head. It is this way. This validates it. Things are being done against you. It has nothing to do with you. It's out of your control. These things were planned long before you were born to collapse everything and make everybody homeless. China is the paradigm. They want everybody in a FEMA camp on a food line waiting for your food pellet. That's exactly what they're trying to do. That's why you see this country just amassing in an inordinate amount of homeless people, more now than ever before, and it's getting bigger every day. They're flooding the country with people who don't live here. They're giving them Social Security and free housing at the expense of the taxpayers, of course, again. And the people of this country better rise up, and wake up, because, this is the writing on the wall. It isn't going to stop by itself of its own volition. You need to make it stop. How you do that, I mean, that's up to you, but I'm just bringing it to your attention. Anyway, peace out. And my channel is going to be going in a completely different direction after this one. So I'm going to try to find new topics and subjects to cover, different things you haven't heard of before, and allow you guys to be exposed to my experience with the universe, and in the hopes that you can get something from it that's conducive to the forward progressive developmental evolutionary progress of your own journey. That's really why I have my channel up and running. But nonetheless, have a blessed day.